Starting from a stationary position. So the word stationary position has a very specific meaning in terms of physics. That is, Rahul pedals his bicycle to attain a velocity of 6 meters per second in 30 seconds. Then he applies brakes such that the velocity of the bicycle comes down to 4 meters per second in the next 5 seconds. Calculate the acceleration of the bicycle in both the cases. First thing is, let's picturize what is happening. We have linear motion. All of this are of linear motion questions. So we have a linear motion. A kid is starting from here. So he pedals for 30 seconds. That's a lot. So he pedals till here. And after that, he puts a brake. Something happens. That is, the velocity reduces. So he starts from stationary. So if this is a start point, it starts from stationary means u is equal to 0. And he pedals till he attains 6 meters per second for 30 seconds. And he deaccelerates for next 5 seconds to attain a velocity of 4 meters per second. So we have to find acceleration in both of these cases, E1 and E2. Right, so we have given in two form. Case 1, we have u1 is equal to 0. Then we have v1 which is equal to 6 meter per second. T1 is 30 seconds. Now we have to find A. A will be equal to, A1 will be equal to V1 minus U1 divided by T. Or if you are not familiar with this, we'll go with the formula V is equal to U plus AT. Okay, let me talk about the case 2 also, since we are writing given. Case 2. Here, what is the initial velocity? That's my question to you guys. This is 2, 2 and T2. So what is the initial velocity in case 2? Say, remember, this is case 1. From here till here. And this is case 2. So in case 2, the kid is starting off with the initial velocity of 6. This is 6 meters per second. Right? And the final velocity ends up with is 4 meters per second, and the time he takes is 5 seconds. I hope you guys got the difference. Here the initial velocity is 6, not 0. Not all the time it will be 0. And now we have the working. So we begin with the formula V is equal to U plus AT. So all we have to do is substitute and we are done. So the first part of the question is V1 which is equal to 6, U is equal to 0, plus acceleration is something we need to find, A1, and time is 30. So this is basically 6 being equated to 30 A1. We'll divide with 30 both the sides. So this would be 1 by 5 is equal to A1. And the unit is meter per second square. 1 by 5 meter per second square. Now the second half of the question. Final velocity is 4, initial velocity is 6, acceleration is A2 and the time is 5. We'll subtract 6 both the sides. This would be minus 2 is equal to plus 6 and minus 6, 5A2. And that would be, we'll divide this with 5. So A2 is equal to minus 0.4 meter per second square. Okay, so there's a bit of calculation, not much. The main thing over here is this. This is where you guys will get confused. So for the case 2, the case begins with this point of time. So please understand that. Here the initial velocity is 6. He already was moving with a particular velocity and then he reduced in the next 5 seconds. Okay, and that was with acceleration of minus 0.4 meter per second square, right? So please understand this. This is where people will go wrong. I'll put one more star, so just in case that you guys don't miss this point out. Okay, so that's your working, and those are your answers. Oh yeah, and by the way, this is positive value and that's negative value, because here we are moving from 0 to 6 and here we are moving from 6 to 4. So this is acceleration and this is deacceleration. So he is deaccelerating. And this is clearly accelerating. Okay, that is another point. Yeah. Now you can have a look at the answer.